Susan Sontag once said, "My library is an archive of longings." Ever since I was little, I have had this really great love for books. I love how they made me feel, and I would always enjoy getting lost in them. It was this beautiful thing in front of me every time I opened the book, and I would immerse myself entirely in someone's life and writing. They were always this thing for me that would lead me somewhere just to leave me in a completely strange place for some other story to take on me and continue building me. I recently read this book called Close to the Knives, and there was this beautiful sentence in the book that really stayed with me. Transition is always a relief. Destination means death to me. If I could figure out a way to remain forever in transition, in the disconnected and unfamiliar, I could remain in a state of perpetual freedom. For me, those unfamiliar things were books. Most of my life, they were my most beautiful transition. Years passed and I was reading more and more. Along the way, you realize that there are some books that leave more impact on you. Books that you enjoy so much, you always return to them no matter what. So let me show you a few of my favorite books and why I love them so much. There is this book called Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. It's a 1956 novel about David, a young American man whose girlfriend has gone off to Spain to contemplate marriage, who is left alone in Paris and begins an affair with an Italian man, Giovanni. It's a story about two white men, written by a black author, and one of the main themes is bisexuality. It was a book that shocked many, but today holds a really important place in literature. There is so much melancholy on every page that drags you into a deeper depression as the book draws to a close. The descriptions of Paris, people, feelings, and that cursed room are like the most beautiful sunset, though to every detail and presented really masterfully. There is a passage in the book where Baldwin allows himself and his character to feel, for the first time, how restful and fulfilling love can be. I remember the life in that room seemed to be occurring beneath the sea. Time flowed past indifferently above us. Hours and days had no meaning. In the beginning, our life together held a joy and amazement which was newborn every day. Beneath the joy, of course, was anguish, and beneath the amazement was fear. But they did not work themselves to the beginning until our high beginning was allows on our tongues. By then anguish and fear had become the surface on which we slipped and slid, losing balance, dignity, and pride. Giovanni's face, which I had memorized so many mornings, noons, and nights, hardened before my eyes, began to give in secret places, began to crack. The message is devastatingly mesmerizing. At the very end, this is a book about a man who was afraid to love and ended up being unable to love at all. Baldwin asks in Giovanni's Room what love looks like, ultimately, when we leave all those bags at the door, and if we can. Maybe this is why I love this book so much, because it shows that love is not everything and love is not enough. We have created this narrative that if we have love, we don't need anything else. But how wrong are we really? Baldwin shows that very nicely here when he strips his characters and leaves them wanting more than love. Some acceptance, understanding, maybe some peace of mind. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you can expect more videos like this soon.